So today me and Alex are making caramel squares. So you will need 226 grams of plain flour, this already sieved, 113 grams of corn flour, which is already sieved, 113 grams of caster sugar, and 226 grams of butter. Make sure you leave it out of the fridge for a good few hours before you go to use it, because it'll be rock hard otherwise. So that's the 4 main ingredients you'll need for the base, and all you have to do is cream the sugar and the butter together and then mix it all together. So we're just going to do that now, and I'll show you in the next clip. So we're preheating the oven at 180, and now we're going to mix the sugar and the butter together. So your butter and sugar should look like something like this, and it's quite nice and creamy. And now we're just going to add this to the corn flour and the flour. We've now got all the ingredients together, and now we're going to whisk this up and so it's all together. So what we're going to do now is going to knead it into a big ball. So you should be finished off with something like this, and all you have to do is put it in a pre-greased tin and then just squash it down, but I'll show you that whenever we're doing it. So yeah, I can't wait to try these. So we're just going to put this in the tray now. Yeah, this takes a wee while, so I'll show you what it looks like whenever we're finished.
Hello!
So when your mixture is in the tin, it should look like something like this. Now I did double the recipe, and there's still some left because I couldn't fill this. This is my bigger tin, so I couldn't fill it all. So I doubled the recipe, and there's some left over. So I'm going to make shortbread with it, because this is just a recipe for shortbread. So I'm going to put this in the oven now for, I think it's 20 to 25 minutes, but I'll put it in the description below anyway, and on the screen, because I forgot to check before I start recording here. So I'll just put this in the oven now. So after 25 minutes in the oven, your shortbread should look like this. The sun is shining through our window, and we have no blind in our kitchen, so hopefully you can see it. So just let this cool now, and then I'm going to start the caramel now. Hopefully by that time it should have, it's a bit spongy, but it'll harden up a bit. So I will going to start the caramel now. So for the caramel, you will need a tin of condensed milk, 113 grams of light brown sugar, and 85 grams of butter. And we're going to put this on the hob now and then boil it down. Probably takes about 15-20 minutes or so, and don't leave it because it'll stick to the bottom of the pot. You have to keep continually stirring it until it's ready, but I'll show you what way it looks whenever it's ready. Sorry, I nearly forgot to put the golden syrup in, so you put a serving spoon of golden syrup in as well, and then just bring it to the boil. So as you can see, all the butter is melted. Sorry, we're having to boil water because our kettle's broke. So you have to continually stir this. Do not leave it sitting, or it will stick to the bottom and it will be a nightmare. So make sure you just keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. So, and then it comes to the boil, and then whenever you go like that around the side, it actually stays away from the side of the saucepan, but I'll show you what to look out for whenever it's ready. So the caramel is now ready, and the best way to say, oh, you're going to steam up now, is it stays away from the pot. It's hard to do this one single-handedly, but it goes away from the pot. And another good way to try it is if you put a teaspoon of it on the plate. It's like kind of thick. So that's it ready. It's been boiling probably about 10 minutes now, so I'm going to turn this off and put it on the base. So that's the caramel on the tray now. All you have to do is let this set probably a good hour to leave it, and then put on the melted chocolate and then put the chocolate on top. But I'm going to leave this for about an hour to cool down and get set. So I'll just show you the next step whenever I'm doing it. So for the top, which is the chocolate bit, I've got 3 bars of the Galaxy in this wee bowl here. So I'm just going to melt it in the microwave, and just every 20 seconds give it a stir, and then whenever it's all melted, then I'm going to pour it on top. So I will show you that bit next. And that is the chocolate on top of the caramel squares now. So just have to let this cool, maybe put it in the fridge and let it sit for a couple hours so the chocolate is hard, and then you can cut it. So I'll show you whenever I'm doing that. And this is the caramel squares, which are all finished. And whenever I was taking the tray up to the garage into the fridge, it was raining and there's rain spots all over it. But they are nice. I haven't tried one yet, and that's them at the bottom. So I'm sure they'll be nice. So yeah, that concludes today's video, and I'll catch you again later. Bye. And this is the shortbread that's all cooled down now, and I've just sprinkled some with caster sugar. So I've been doing that while the caramel and stuff was cooking. So I can't wait to tuck into these at Christmas if there's any left. I'm going to turn the